super specialty hospital. That time the Great Noida Hospital started doing very good in numbers, so we felt the need to expand this hospital, and in 2018 we expanded the Great Noida Hospital from 100 bedded to 400 bedded hospital. In 2019 we came up with our group's as of now largest hospital of 450 bedded in Noida Extension. And then recently in 2022, that's when we moved out of Delhi NCR and expanded in the territory of Jhansi Orchha in Madhya Pradesh, and we acquired a 305 bedded hospital. It's a huge hospital spread across 11 acres of land. I'll give you the key overview of the business operatives, the key metrics. So as of now, we have 4 hospitals. We are 1,405 beds, out of which 394 critical care beds. So we have a high ratio of critical care beds to our overall capacity. Around 609 doctors are working with us. We have 10 centers of excellence. These centers of excellence are the super specialties which which contribute to a larger part of our overall revenue. Overall occupancy is 45.3%, but I will break up this occupancy hospital by hospital so you will get a clear idea of the occupancy. RPOP, that is average revenue per occupied bed, is 26,538. And ALOS, average length of stay, is 4.32 days. EBITDA margins is 25.7%. This is for fiscal 23. And net profit margins 12.6%. ROCE 26.1% and ROE of 36%. As we were mentioning earlier, 2 of our hospitals are among the top 10 largest private hospital present in Delhi NCR in terms of number of beds in fiscal 2023. So that is the Noida Extension Hospital, which is 450 bed, and the Great Noida Hospital, which is 400 bed. And I'll also share with you that these are the 2 hospitals that we are looking to expand in terms of bed capacity. Recently, the Yatharth Hospital, Greater Noida, which is a 400 bed hospital, we acquired the adjacent land to it, and we are going to expand our capacity in the coming years there. As well as for Yatharth Hospital Noida Extension, we acquired the land passages adjacent to the hospital on the back side, and we were the highest bidders there actually for this land recently. So soon, there 2010, at that time it was 100 bed hospital, but in 2018 when we revamped it to a 400 bed hospital. So as you can see from the building there, this used to be an early 100 bedded building, and then this is the new building which we revamped, and the whole hospital has now capacity of 400 beds. As far as the revenue is concerned, so this hospital in financial 21 was 81 crores, it became to 170 crores, and then 199 crores in financial year 23. So that is the growth it has seen in terms of revenue, which is around 57% CAGR from financial 21 to 23. This is a Noida hospital. This is we started in 2013. So one of our even though Great Noida was the first hospital, but 2018 it revamped to 400 beds. So Noida, as of now, you can say is one of our most matured hospital. And this is a hospital which we're seeing a really good bed occupancy. So in last year, this hospital had an occupancy of overall 87.9%. As well as the revenue as well, in last 3 years, it has grown CAGR of 59%. From 68 crores to 128 crores and then 172 crores. So this is the growth that has happened in our Noida hospital. This is the Noida Extension, the latest hospital in 2019. We started this hospital. But technically, if you look at it, when we started this hospital for first 2 years, majority of the months in a year, this hospital was a full private COVID hospital. And I would like to share that this hospital was one of the biggest private COVID hospital that time available across Uttar Pradesh. So this hospital really did some amazing work as far as COVID is concerned. We did a great service to humanity in the areas that we were offering the COVID services that time, because we were really first 2 years was purely COVID. So after that, post-COVID is when this hospital started the complete overall non-COVID operations. So last year it had an occupancy of 30%, 31.3% to be exact. And if you look at the CAGR growth in terms of revenue from 79 crores to 102 crores, and then latest year did around 135 crores. So all our 4 hospitals, including the Jhansi Orchha that I will cover, are accredited with NABH. NABH is the highest quality accreditation that you have in India for hospitals. 2 of our hospitals are also NABL accredited. That is the highest quality you have for pathology services, that labs that we have in India. And this Noida Extension Hospital, we have also applied for JCI, which is the highest quality accreditation worldwide that you get. Jhansi Orchha, this is the recent acquisition we did. And Fiscal 23 was the first year of operations for this hospital. So it has a bed capacity of 305 beds, and it did an ARPOB around 17,692. So this is the hospital going forward. It is located in the region of Bundelkhand. This is a huge population area where not many big facilities are available of this scale. And earlier there was a lot of patient volumes that used to come to Delhi from this region. In fact, it used to come to our hospitals as well. But now that's the strategy going forward, that all those treatments are now being offered in that region, and we see great scope of future for this hospital going forward. So overall, this is a summary, as I mentioned, for Great Noida Noida Extension Jhansi Hospital. As far as the revenue mix is concerned, I think we've talked about that again. ARPOB is all three hospitals. So ARPOB of Noida last year was 26,539. Noida was 24,949, and for Noida Extension it is 30,000. And for Jhansi, because that region is usually has a less ARPOB compared to Delhi NCR, so we have an ARPOB of around 70,000 there. In this, over the course of last 2-3 years, is where we have been focusing from a specialty hospital to a much more super specialty hospital. And recently, last 1 year, we're moving towards a tertiary care hospital. So that's why our ARPOB is increasing over the course of years, as well as occupancy has been increasing. A lot of hospitals during COVID, when they showed dip in terms of non-COVID operations are concerned, even our non-COVID operations during those years grew. I think let's talk about the peer comparison as far as the margins and other parameters in the industry is concerned. So as far as hospital bed capacity, we have around 1,405 beds. So quite similar to the scale of HCG in terms of number of beds. But we have huge plans in the coming years to increase this bed capacity. As I mentioned, the existing two hospitals, we are looking to expand the bed capacity. We have also in the process of looking out for new acquisitions that we will be doing, that I'll be covering in the later part of our slides. The revenue CAGR is concerned from fiscal 21 to 23, we were among the highest in the industry. Among the peers, we showed 50.8%, which is among the highest in the industry. As far as our ARPOB is concerned, and that has been our USP, even with a lower ARPOB, when we have one of the highest margins in the industry. ROC is again in the top 3 as far as players are concerned. So ROC is 29.9%. And how we are able to drive these, high margins is, you can see from this slide, is our material and consumption cost is one of the least in the industries. We have around 17.9%. So we are we have kept a tight check in the supply chain is concerned. A lot of lean management was resulted in terms of procurement and very tight controls as far as stocks and leakages are concerned, which are leading to good material and consumption margins. Our employee cost again is on the lower side, so it's only around 17.7% for fiscal 23. And if you in this figure, I'll also add that a lot of us support staff like housekeeping, security, these cleaning staff are also included in this cost. Whereas in a lot of other players, key players that we are doing the comparison and our peers, that is part of the outsourced services. So because we have not outsourced this service, so if you add that to our employee cost, it's still quite less in the industry. As I mentioned, our EBITDA margins are among the top 3. Which is quite high, 25.7%, so only second to 27%. And we feel in the coming years to come, our EBITDA margins will grow much further. Net income is 12.6% for the fiscal year 23. Coming to the competitors, the strengths we have that we operate with. So 2 of our hospitals, being the largest private hospitals of Delhi NCR, we have a really strong presence in that area. As far as our geographies are concerned, we are the biggest player in terms of the Noida, Greater Noida, and Noida Extension region. We have a lot of patients who come to us from far across Uttar Pradesh. So catchment is quite huge. Our Greater Noida hospital is located on the Taj Expressway. So we have patients coming from Bulandshahr, Agra, Mathura. So huge catchment comes to our Greater Noida hospital. As far as our Noida hospital is concerned, that is supporting the local Noida population as well as it's on the border of Noida, Delhi. So we have a lot of patients from Delhi, from Faridabad, states of Haryana coming to our Noida hospital. As far as Noida Extension is concerned, that in itself is a very high-rise urban society area that has come across in the last few years. And so we have huge catchment for all our three hospitals, even though our hospitals at Delhi NCR are located roughly around 20 kilometers from each other, but the markets that they cater to are a hugely different territories, and all three are standalone independent super specialty hospital catering to different regions. As far as our ability to attract quality professionals is concerned, so we are engaged with around 609 doctors, and the Dr. Ajay, Dr. Kapil themselves being from the doctor background. So this thought process of medical profession is really embedded in our management. And that's what we like to continue going forward as well, and that's what doctors relate to. So that's a big reason why we're able to attract top and quality doctors. As well as our infrastructure is concerned, as you would have seen from the video, from 2018 and 19 is where we started our two big hospitals. So you can imagine the type of latest infrastructure we have in terms of the patient rooms and the OPD areas as well as the machines. We are probably one of the best in terms of Delhi NCR as far as the healthcare infrastructure is concerned, and that gives a big competitive strength to us in comparison to the hospitals that are present in our areas. So key strategies, I think, will be going forward is we will be continuing to improve our quality care and operational efficiency. So, we are, as I said, we were focusing much more on the specialty treatments 3-4 years ago, and we are moving towards super specialty likes of cardiology, neurosurgery is increasing. So that really shows the trust of patients, in the areas we operate. Now, if they're coming to these high-end, life-threatening diseases to us, and they're getting treated, so that's what we're focusing on, and these are also high-end ticket sizes. So for example, we started kidney transplant. An average kidney transplant is around $10,000. We started bone marrow transplant. So these are the super specialized tertiary care hospitals that we are moving to in the years to come. We are also planning to start radiation therapy for oncology unit. As well as, third point is very key, medical tourism. So, the city of Greater Noida, it is coming up with Asia's largest international airport. The Jewar airport you must have heard about is going to start very, very soon. And this airport is just 25 minutes away from a Greater Noida hospital. So we already are the biggest hospital in the city. We are the closest hospital to the Asia's largest airport coming up. So you can imagine the kind of, clientage it will increase for us in terms of international patients are concerned. You see, how the likes of the other hospitals that are present in Gurgaon and Delhi, their proximity to the airport really helps them attract these international patients. And we feel in coming years, our area will become a hub for medical tourism, and we are already on the line to do those treatments. A lot of specialized treatments that we have started, like kidney transplants, we have done. Majority of these patients are international patients who have already started coming to us from across the world, who are coming to a hospital now. And that's a key area going forward also we will be focusing on. Fourth is, we are looking to expand. So we have already in the process, we are looking out for some new hospitals that we want to acquire. We want to stay in the region of North India right now. So Delhi NCR, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, these Haryana, these are huge territory. I feel there's so much scope in North India for healthcare in terms of, the availability of treatments there. And that's where we want to focus on. So even as part of our IPO object issue, we have put a 65 crores of funding for unidentified acquisition. That's what we will be looking as. Going forward as well, we will be focusing, and we already are using our technology and to grow operations. And, we are planning to start robotic surgeries very soon. That's the plan. As far as the breakup of the primary IPO is concerned, so we are, trying to raise around 807 crores for the IPO size, out of which 120 crores has already been raised for pre-IPO. So the remaining size of the fresh issue, so the breakup is we have around 245 crores of bank debt right now, which we will be completely looking to retire post IPO. So we will be going debt free. That's a plan of the primary object issue. Second is, we will be utilizing funds of, around 133 crores roughly into buying of medical equipments for the capex of the existing hospitals. So in our existing 4 hospitals, we will be introducing latest machines, equipments, oncology machines, robotic machines, to provide these high-end treatments. That is where the capex will go from the issue. Then around 65 crores I mentioned is roughly the acquisition funding for unidentified acquisition that we have placed, and the remaining is for general corporate expense, GC. I think I would like now Mr. Messing, the Group CEO, to further explain you about the rest of the presentation, take it forward from here. Thank you.